DJ Bandana.
Life is what you make it, so make it. What's good, people? It's DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, even more respected, a.k.a. Mr. I Am Buffalo. And today I just want to do a real quick video. I wanted to make sure that I got this up because it's something that I think can help other people. A lot of these videos that I do is really either to help people laugh, help them get through their day, or just to help you in general. And this video right here is called how to get more, 3 ways how to get more followers and more support. And this is really inspired by, I see a lot of people always complain about, oh, people don't support me, I support so many other people, or my family ain't nothing because they don't support me, my friends ain't nothing because they don't support me. Well, I broke down 3 ways on how you can get more support and more followers. And they kind of intertwine with each other. More support equals more followers, and you'll be good. And I'm gonna make this kind of quick with this video because I wanted to just be kind of short, just throw it out there to help a couple people. But before we even get started, please do me a favor. If you like this video, make sure you share it, make sure you comment it, all that good stuff. Hit the little subscribe button. I think it's on this side or maybe that side. It's a little box that says subscribe. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Once you hit subscribe, there's a little bell icon that pop up. Hit that button so you can be notified of all the videos first that's coming up. So we're going to get started with this one. Okay, so number 1 on the list for getting more support and more followers, I'm going to say, and this is going to sound really generic, but I'm telling you this, these are the things, anything that I put in these videos is something I either tried or something that I know works. And I'm not going to tell you something, I'm the type of person, I'm not going to tell you something I haven't done myself or that I don't know works for sure. Okay, so number 1 on the list is basically, it's a mindset. You got to have the mindset of you want everybody to win. Like with me personally, I'm the type of person where I want everybody to win. I just genuinely like helping people. I want people to win. So if you win, then I feel like I won too. Even if I didn't help you to do it, I just like seeing people win. And with that, you have to support others. If you want support, you want followers, you have to support others. I don't really believe too much in the word karma. I really believe in like sowing seeds. You basically, you get out, you get what you put into something. And I'm just going to tie this into a story about myself as far as supporting other people. So like, I make it a point my whole life to, if I can help somebody, if I can do something for somebody, I just do it. And I don't do it just to get something back. If I see you hurting or you need something, I'm going to give it to you, not because I want something back like that, just because I genuinely want to see people doing good. And that's the reason why I say support others. So I'm going to share a quick story with you. A couple of years ago, maybe about 5-6 years ago, I had a knee surgery. I actually had 2 knee surgeries, but this is the first one. So I went to the doctor one day. My knee was messed up. I kept falling. I'd be walking out of the club or something like that with my turntables after DJing and stuff like that. And we walk, and I just end up on the ground. Everybody laughing at me. I don't know. My knee just kept popping out of place. Still can't explain fully what happened to it. But long story short, I went to the doctor. This is like the beginning of the school year, too. So at the beginning of the school year, I had to make sure the kids and everything was straight for school. So I had no savings. I spent my last making sure they had book bags, clothes, sneakers, all that stuff for school. Because, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. So I went to the doctor. Doctor was like, yo, your knee is, basically said your knee is messed up. Like, your knee is done, bro. You got to get this surgery. But I'm thinking, okay, he going to tell me maybe like 2 months from now, we're going to schedule a surgery. He's like, no, like in 3 weeks, we're going to need to do a surgery. You're going to be out of work for like 2-3 months. So I'm like, damn, I just spent my last on the kids. I ain't got no savings. I just started a new job. I ain't got no sick time, no vacation time, no none of that. But I had to get the surgery done. So I did it. So we fast forward. They told me, remind you, they told me 2 to 3 months for recovery. It wound up being about 4.5 months. By that time, we're backed up on bills. Things is getting shut off. Things is about to get shut off. We wound up having to give one of our cars to the, actually that was our only car at the time, to the junkyard. No, we had 2. We had 2 at the time. So we gave one to the junkyard, got like $150. Was able to buy some groceries. So for about 2-3 weeks, no lie, we was eating potatoes like every day, probably for at least 2 weeks, every day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, home fries for breakfast, baked potato for lunch, baked potato for dinner. So one day, I'm upstairs laying in the bed, still can't barely move. I'm just trying to think of ways to get some money, get some food in the house like that. And I'm the type of person where I don't really ask for help or whatever like that. At the time, it's really maybe like a pride thing, and I really got over that in this situation. So what happened was my daughter had came up. She had just got finished eating. I was eating like a couple of potatoes, and she had came. My daughter, me, and she was like, she was hungry, so she wanted to eat some of the potatoes. So I had to split my, like, mind you, she just ate. I didn't eat all day, but I split my potatoes with her. And I'm just sitting there thinking, like, you know what? I'm about to leave the house today, and I'm not coming back until I get this bread. So I was going let's say I was going to do some extracurricular activities that probably would have had me on a unwarranted vacation. But luckily for me, you know, a lot of times people ask you how you doing, and you say just generically, "I'm doing good." Well, somebody asked me how I was doing, and I lied at the time. I said, "You know what? I'm doing good. Everything is great." Da da da. But after splitting the potatoes with her, I was on Facebook one day and I put up a stat. And this is all going to tie into the number one thing about followers and support, as far as supporting other people. So I put up a stat. It was like, yo, somebody asked me how I was doing today, and I told them I was doing good, but that was an absolute lie. I'm doing bad, and I basically just spilled out everything. I'm doing bad. I'm broke. We ain't got no food, no nothing like that. And I wasn't saying it more so for help or somebody to do something for me. It was really just to get it out. It was just I had nobody else to talk to, nothing else to no way to get it out. So this is where it comes in as far as supporting others. Like I said, all my life, I've always helped other people, always supported other people. So one person that was on the Facebook comment was like, yo, I want to give you some bread. It's not much to help you out, at least to get you some food for today. Like, I remember a time when I forgot what I had did for them at the time. They was like, I want to do this for you. They was like, create a GoFundMe account. At the time, I didn't even know what a GoFundMe account was, so I created a GoFundMe account. Long story short, when people send you money on GoFundMe, they can leave like a comment on there, just anything on there, like God bless you, whatever like that. So I did a GoFundMe account. It just started getting shared crazily, and as people were sending me money to help me get back on my feet, I was looking at the comments, and I promise you, I put this on everything. A lot of the comments and stuff that people was leaving me was stuff that I forgot I even did for people. Like, some people was like, yo, I remember 4 years ago I was stuck at the bus stop with my daughter and you paid such and such to come pick me up and give me a ride. Or I remember I had got out of jail and I was broke and you did this for me. Or I remember my little brother had got into it with these dudes from over here and you knew them, you called them, you squashed it, whatever was like that. Now, mind you, these are things that I wasn't even, when I do things, I don't do it to get something back. I just did it because that's just the type of person I am. So you got to support other people. But that came back. So those seeds that I sowed came back at a time when I really needed it from people who I didn't even really expect would do anything like that. And it really opened my eyes and really, like I said, I was doing that type of stuff anyways, but it just made me, it reassured me that that's the right thing. That's the right way to go about things, is wanting to see other people win and wanting to help other people. Because like I said, people help me out like crazy. Matter of fact, one guy, I'm not going to say his name because I don't want y'all hitting him. I'm trying to get bread and anything like that. But one guy who provided me like a crazy opportunity a few years ago, even to this day, provided me a crazy opportunity. Like I said, I didn't do anything for him at the time and like that. He just hit me up one day, provided me a crazy opportunity. But during that same time, when I was broke and messed up, he called me. He called me from the other side of the country. He was like, yo, what's wrong with you? I'm like, what you mean? Like, my knee messed up. I'm in pain. He's like, no, what's wrong with you? Why you messed up out here? And I got to find out on Facebook. He's like, man, what's your PayPal account? Sent me like a stack, just all ripped. Now, this is somebody I just met this dude like last year or whatever like that. But it's all what you put in. So that's number 3. You have to support other people. You got to put that same energy that you want. You got to put that energy out to get it back. And it's really not even so much just to get it back. It comes back. It comes back naturally. Number 2, as far as getting more support and more followers from people, is a lot of times I see people putting posts like that, like, forget all my friends. They don't support me. They don't do anything for me. Your support, the number 2 thing is your support is never going to come from the people who you expect it is going to come from. That's what you're going to have to understand. That's number 2. You got to have that mindset. Understand that the support that you're going to get is going to come from people who you may not be that close to, people you may just met, people who you don't even expect. Like I said, these are people who a lot of these people were just from Facebook. I never even seen in my life. I don't personally know them. They just seen that I've done good things for people as far as supporting artists or supporting the city, just doing different things like that. And they supported me at a time when I needed, without even action. So I got a lot of support, a lot of followers without even action, just by putting that out there. But now I understand, after going through that a lot of my friends who I thought would be there to help me out, and I'm not gonna put 100% of them because they might not have known. It really was a pride thing. I didn't call anybody and say I was messed up, but they didn't really take the initiative to find out either. They knew I was out of work for 4 or 5 months. They knew I wasn't having any income, anything like that. But a lot of them, I'm not gonna say all of them, some of them did look out for me. Didn't even check on me. Not a phone call, no nothing. It came from people who I didn't expect. So the number 2 thing is understand and focus that it's not going to come from the people who you mostly expect that you're going to get your support from. And we're going to wrap this up. So the number 1 thing also, and this is very important too, all of these is important, but number 1 thing is, as far as support, as far as followers, whether you rap, whether you cook dinners, whether you sell dinners, whether you do hair, whether you fix cars or anything like that, it has to be an everyday thing. It can't be you just, I see so many artists with great music. And I relate this mostly to music and artists because I'm a DJ, but it can apply to whatever you do. See a lot of artists who have like great music, whatever like that, put a lot into their music, and they'll just put up one stat or one link, tag 100 people, and just leave it at that. No, this has to be an everyday thing. If you want real support, you want real followers, no matter what you're doing, you have to work at it every single day. One of the things that I do as far as music, every single day, no matter how big or how small it is, I make sure I do at least one thing that's going to benefit me musically. So whether it's reviewing one more song that I can play, that I'm going to play at a club or something like that, whether it's retweeting artist mixtape, whether it's going to another DJ's Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, following and seeing what he's doing, every single day I work at things that's going to help me in the future. A lot of times we waste so much time playing video games or watching YouTube videos. And I mean, we're all going to do those type of things anyways. But what I did is I limited myself and I disciplined myself to make sure every single day I do something to help me get further. And along with that, like with the number one thing as far as supporting other people, every single day I make sure I do something that helps somebody else. So whether like I might get tagged in a stat for somebody's song or something like that, whether I inbox that artist back and give them some feedback on that, or sometimes I might just see somebody having a bad day. Somebody put up a stat like, yo, I just lost my job, da-da-da. I may comment something funny on their stat, just to brighten up their day. So every day I make sure I do something to help me get further, and I make sure every single day I do something to help somebody else up, whether it's just telling them like, yo, you're great at what you do. You're doing good at what you're doing. I appreciate what you're doing. I respect what you're doing like that. It's the smallest things that really count. So we're going to wrap this video up. 3 ways to get more followers, to get more support is DJ Bandana Black. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you follow me on all social media at DJ Bandana Black. Also, make sure you check me out on the radio. I'm on Power 93.7 WBOK each and every Saturday night, 10 p.m. I'm on Power 102 Jams out in Illinois every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 8 p.m. Also, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the SoundCloud. We got the Blackout Podcast, new episode dropping in a couple days. Right now, it's on YouTube and SoundCloud. Lord, I just got some great news too for the podcast too. We definitely lit. God definitely just blessed me. So make sure it's some great news for me. That's gonna be some great news for y'all. Basically, I got some free stuff that I got some things in the work that's gonna help y'all out. So make sure y'all get that the Blackout Podcast. We're gonna be on Apple and Google, maybe about a week or 2 right now on SoundCloud and YouTube under DJ Bandana Black. Follow me on all social media at DJ Bandana Black. And always remember, life is what you make it. So make it. I'm out.